A big ticket issue with a big ticket price. Houston ISD is looking to pass a $4.4 billion bond this election.
Yes, it is the biggest school bond in state history. And while many acknowledge the district needs an upgrade, not everyone supports the bond. Katira Winfrey joins us to explain why that is. Katira?
Well, I'm here at Cornelius Elementary, where I toured the campus along with members of the HISD Board Advisory Committee, Bond Advisory Committee, and they say they got to look at the problems schools like this face right up front to see what their needs are. But despite those needs, some are concerned this money will not be spent well. Head this way.
There might just be one thing people on every side of the bond issue can't agree on. HISD schools need a lot of work. Monica Rojas sees it every day at her school, Cornelius Elementary.
Over 450 work orders placed. That's an occurrence that almost happens every single day, like between the main building.
Some of the temporary buildings are 50 years old.
I've had both grandparents, parents, and current students are going into those same buildings. That's enough advocacy.
And over in the Montrose area, Becky Smith's daughter's school, Poe Elementary, nearly 100 years old, can also use some help.
A little bit of that is some old building smell. Like it has got some issues and it needs work.
But she says this multi-million-dollar bond isn't the answer. She's spending her lunch break at Balin Park to tell other voters why not.
This is a shiny toy with a big shiny price tag on it, and we can do better.
HISD's $4.4 billion bond proposal is broken down into two parts. Prop A in part, advocates say, will fund widespread construction, targeting 40 aging campuses and renovating others, while also funding security upgrades like mold removal, drinking water, and HVACs.
I would not vote for it, and I would never vote for it.
How could you think so quick for something of that magnitude?
Prop B centers around technology, equipment, and infrastructure improvements. So if a lot of parents and voters agree that Houston ISD needs help, why don't they support the bond? It comes down to the man the state named as head of the district, without voters getting to weigh in. Mike Miles.
Building trust in the community about democracy, about having someone leading the spending of the bond who has been elected by voters and who is accountable to them and who will be around for a long time as part of the community.
KHOU political expert Brandon Roninghouse says you have to expect major scrutiny with a bond this large, and voters may lack the trust that funds will be executed effectively.
If the bond is written in such a way as to have the ability of the money to be spent in more or less generic kinds of ways and not specified to a particular project or a particular role, then it can be used for something that it wasn't otherwise specifically put to. But generally speaking, the bond writers want to have this very clear, and voters want it very clear.
The bond committee is urging voters to put politics aside and approve money for Houston schools. But some voters see this as their chance to tell the state what they think of the district takeover.
And again, you can vote early on this issue until Monday and, of course, Tuesday, Election Day. Reporting live in Southeast Houston, Katira Winfrey, KHOU 11 News.
Katira, thank you. Right now on KHOU.com, we have a full breakdown of the HISD bond and whether the district anticipates a property tax increase if the bond is approved.